10 things that Stranger Things doesn't want you to know. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here to show you another entertaining video. We're always here for your entertainment. So today's video is based on 10 things that Stranger Things doesn't want you to know. Before starting to review these 10 things, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification button. That way you're always the first to see our new videos, and also, don't forget to comment down below. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Stranger Things is an American science action horror web television series brought to you by the Duffer Brothers and delivered on Netflix. Eleven and her small group of friends navigate a small town in a threatening world filled with interdimensional beasts. How horrible! The second season of Stranger Things elaborates the tradition of the Upside Down, which gave Eleven a massive city makeover and released the Dustin Steve friendship we didn't know we needed. Still, they have just now begun filming season 3, so we'll have to wait for when the whole gang probes life in a brand new season. In the meantime, grab your flashlight and a bike and let's learn 10 things about Stranger Things that they don't want you to know. Number 10. The show is based on a real time travel project. There aren't any major horror brutes blustering through placid metropolis towns that we know of, but Stranger Things is based on the real syndicate's suppositions about the United States government administering reality-bending trials on children. Notably, the Montauk Project, which has been validated in other fantasy shows and film from Lost to Thomas Pynchon's novel Bleeding Edge. Many of what Eleven practices in the laboratory mirrors the assumed affairs of the Montauk Project. The episode was also firstly called Montauk and set in the high acidity of the Long Island Peninsula. Montauk was also the motivation for the locality in Jaws, another story of a monster threatening a small society, and one of the numerous Spielberg movies that inspired Stranger Things. Number 9. Kiss of Millie Bobby Brown. Before her breakout role, Millie guest starred in Grey's Anatomy, Modern Family, and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Millie is incompletely deaf in one ear, and when she's producing, she can't even fully listen to herself. She often couldn't hear when the director screamed "Action!" on set, unless it was deafening. Her first ever kiss on the set of Stranger Things was with her on-screen boyfriend, Finn Wolfhard. Speaking of Finn, did you know that he first auditioned for the role of Mike while sick in bed? Where do we get that kind of discipline? It may come from his film-centered family. His elder brother is an actor and his dad is a screenwriter. When he's not doing acting, Finn plays with his rock band, Calpurnia. Number 8. Caden Matarazzo suffering from cloidal cranial dysplasia. Finn was not the only musician in the cast, however. Caden used to be present in his own band called Work in Progress. Caden was cast as Dustin, even though he primarily auditioned for Mike. He was born with a birth defect called cleidocranial dysplasia, which affects the teeth and the bone development. The Duffer Brothers adjusted the role especially for him. Before he was cast in Stranger Things, he was a sweet Broadway star with roles in Les Mis and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Number 7. Caleb McLaughlin played Simba in Lion King for 2 entire years. Caden Matarazzo is not the only Broadway actor in Hawkins, though. Caleb McLaughlin played Simba in The Lion King for 2 entire years. He was also learning dance at the Harlem School of Arts with one of The Lion King's primary cast members. Caleb revealed in an interview that he's a genuine germaphobe, not abstract for dealing with the Upside Down. On the topic of the Upside Down, let's discuss someone who knows some things about it. Noah Schnapp, who plays Will Byers. Born in 2004, he's the youngest member of the party. With only an 8 months gap between him and Millie Bobby Brown, he's been acting since he was 6 years old. He had already starred in The Bridge of Spies, the Angry Birds movie, and the Peanuts movie. He might be one of the youngest members of the cast, but he's a senior to some. Number 6. Natalia Dyer is dating co-star Charlie Heaton. Did you know that Natalia Dyer's first acting role was playing a fan in the Hannah Montana movie? The best of both worlds written about the Upside Down? Confirmed. She is mainly famous for her role as Nancy Wheeler in the Netflix science fiction craziest series Stranger Things 2016. Both on and off screen, Natalia is dating co-star Charlie Heaton. Charlie, like the rest of his co-stars, is a musician and plays the drums. He's also the only one of the main cast to have his own baby in real life. Someone else who has a bit of knowledge about having a famous parent is Maya Hawke, also known as Robin, who is the daughter of Hollywood legends Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. Number 5. Joe Carey played Ferris Bueller in Domino's Economy. Meanwhile, Joe Carey played Ferris Bueller in Domino's Economy back in 2017. He's another one that plays in a band called Post Animal. So when's the Stranger Things the musical coming out? Decray Montgomery, who plays Billy, would definitely be down. The Australian has his own podcast where he executed beat poetry over music from different experts. Number 4. Maya Hawke has already modeled for Vogue and Calvin Klein before her breakout role. Maya Hawke, also known as Robin, is the daughter of Hollywood legends Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke. Before joining the cast, she had already been casted in the 2017 transformation of Little Women, playing the same role as co-star Winona Ryder in the 1994 version. Maya has already modeled for Vogue and Calvin Klein, and this is all before her breakout character. Another cast representative who's not unknown to modeling is Mad Max herself, Sadie Sink. She pranced down the catwalk at Paris Fashion Week in 2018, and at just 17, she had already played in Annie on Broadway, a young Queen Elizabeth on stage, and guest adorn on the incorruptible Kimmy Schmidt. Number 3. They auditioned 906 boys and 307 girls for the main roles. The Duffer Brothers and casting executive Carmen Cuba undertook the enormous task of listening to 1,213 teen actors to get the correct people for what would be the essential roles. They had them gather scenes from the pilot event as well as outlooks from Stand By Me. You can tell from the scale that they threw out the net broadcast to find 11, and even though a sea of teen actors at their disposal, they cast Caden as Dustin quickly. Number 2. Decray Montgomery had an unusual shirtless audition tape. Decray Montgomery played the slick-aim Billy Hargrove in the second season of Stranger Things. The character was a greeting of the paradigm Stephen King villain Randall Flagg, who had appeared in the author's novels. But in his demo, Montgomery mediums a lot of other vampires. He read with the help of the adapted scenes, but then added a Duran Duran song in the middle of delivering the scene, where he tries his best to run down Max's, Sadie Sink's, new friends, beginning dancing, went a little crazy, and then finished the whole thing with a fresh mustache and without a shirt. Ross Duffer stated that they employed him without requiring him to drive out to Los Angeles. He stated that, "I have seen hundreds of auditions now, and it's by far the craziest that I've supported. The good thing is that they played it at the Netflix panel meeting." Now it's time to reveal the best and most surprising things Stranger Things doesn't want you to know. So here you go. Number 1. Bob Newby almost had a very different fate. Sean Astin's charming lunk, Bob Newby, gave the second season of Stranger Things a puzzle experience and a Boy Scouts principal compass. But the character was involved in a lot of ways since his production. At first, the Duffer Brothers weren't definitely sure whether they hired Astin for the role, because when he's a living icon of the Goonies, he may have positioned himself as being too brilliant as a freak icon. They had been prepared to kill him off early on, but Astin and his personality were so excellent. What's really astonishing, though, is the way they decided to write his character. Will was presumed to murder Bob. Evil Will was supposed to do this far before in the season and finish the man dating his mom. Thankfully, the plan was discarded, and Astin persuaded the Duffer Brothers to give him a Jaws-like, shocking death. You died a star, Bob. So, there you have it. Merely a few things that Stranger Things doesn't want you to know about the actors who play your favorite characters in the show you love. There's one more bonus thing about Stranger Things to show you. The cast has a group chat called Stranger Text. Do you know any more stuff about the cast? Then please tell us in the comments. Now, make a decision by yourself according to your choice. Which thing about Stranger Things cast you weren't supposed to know did you like the most? After deciding, please tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more updates and videos.